Now for this afternoon's reflection, as we previously noted, please welcome Prefect Mahmoud Radwan.
Okay, I found my speech, thank you. Be yourself, embrace your flaws, stay true to who you are. We've all heard these familiar phrases before, haven't we? They've become such popular buzzwords plastered on motivational posters and inspirational Instagram posts. Maybe I'll post that on the Prefect takeover, I don't know. After all, who doesn't want to be, After all, who doesn't want to be accepted for who they are? But these well-intentioned words have been twisted and misunderstood to the point of harm. Good afternoon, Mr. Kidd, Mrs. Bet, Mr. Postma, and everyone in the chapel and online today, as well as my parents. Hi. Today, I'll be speaking about why you should never be yourself. Many times, we treat insecurity as a bad feeling, like we're weak-minded or feeling something we shouldn't feel. But used in the right way, they are stepping stones towards who you want to be. Throughout the first half of my journey through high school, I struggled with feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. It wasn't until much later in life that I realized how much of those feelings were holding me back from being the person I wanted to be. I came to understand that it's okay to feel insecure. And just as your body tells you that you need food when you're hungry, your brain tells you what you should work on through feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. One of the most important lessons I learned is that there will always be people who are better than me in certain areas. It's easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others, but that only leads to feelings of discouragement. Instead, I started to embrace my weaknesses and look for ways to improve them. Growing up, I struggled with feelings of inadequacy when it came to my fitness and body image. And despite my insecurities regarding that, I accepted that as simply part of my personality. I never tried to move away from this, despite my mind calling for a change, out of fear of trying too hard to be someone I wasn't. That isn't healthy. When we lack in something, it doesn't mean it won't belong to us. Who you want to be is who you should be. And that is what separates you from the person next to you. Wanting to be different is not unhealthy, but preventing yourself from seeking natural change is. Insecurity shouldn't stop us. Instead, it should guide you to where you should take your efforts next. They don't exist so you can overcome them, but for you to outwork them. Take one step at a time. Change what you can change. For me, that was through sports and athletics. I learned from those who had gone through and outworked similar issues, and I learned from those who had gone through and outworked similar issues. And I eventually found myself in a position where I was more confident and happy with who I was. For those of you who have witnessed the evolution of Mahmoud Radwan for the past couple years, you know that this is not the only thing I've changed about myself, and they definitely won't be the last. But know that this was not on my own. Everything I can do, I've learned from someone else, whether it be overcoming social anxiety or my undeniable charisma. Now's when you laugh, please, so it's not awkward. Thank you. I'm going to put it like this. Insecurity exists so that we learn from who we want to be and give ourselves the opportunity to learn from people that are better than us. There's no such thing as a perfect person, and each of you can learn something from someone else. Ask, what do they do that brings them to their current state? Is it their hard work, resilience, being in a great community, or is it how they present themselves or project confidence? Remember, however perfect you are, there will always be something you can improve upon. At that point, seek out insecurities. However, be careful. Insecurity is like a flame. In the right amount, it can light our candle through the dark, or it can destroy things. In this case, destroy us if we don't control it. When the insecurity makes you want to stop, that's when it becomes unhealthy. When it starts to affect your mental health, your relationships with others, and your ability to grow and learn, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. It's important to note that there are certain things we may feel insecure about that we truly can't control, such as our physical features. In these cases, it's important to be honest with ourselves about what we can and can't change, and embrace the challenge of living with those things. But be honest between what is impossible and what is just difficult. Remember, staying true to yourself means staying true to who you want to be, not who you currently are. Insecurity can be part of that journey, but it shouldn't define who you are or hold you back from reaching your potential. Embrace it with compassion and use it as a tool to learn and grow. When we do that, we can achieve great things and become the best versions of ourselves, the person we want to be. Thank you.